Hi guys, this is Monica Roy with almost 16 years of experience in learning and organizational development. Well, hope you guys are safe and sound. Mm, I just wanted to make a video on instructional design theories. Um, so let's start with that. Well, knowing the foundational principles behind instructional design can help you create more effective e-learning experiences. Well, there are various instructional design theories and models that you should consider maybe for your next e-learning course. Well, guys, my favorite is the ADDIE model. The ADDIE model is an instructional design method used to help organize and streamline the production of your course content. It was developed in the way back 1970s. ADDIE is still the most commonly used model for instructional design. Why? You would ask why. So the reason it's perhaps the most simple and the most effective way. Um, ADDIE is actually an acronym that is used for the various steps involved in ADDIE. A, analysis. D, design. The next D is for development. I comes for implementation. E for evaluation. And this is all how we sum up the ADDIE. As I already said that ADDIE is an acronym for the 5 stages of a development process: analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. The ADDIE model relies on each stage being done in the given order, but with a focus on reflection and iteration. The model gives you a streamlined, focused approach that provides feedback for continuous improvement. Let's take up the steps one by one. Step 1 is analysis. Before you start developing any content or let's say training strategies, you should analyze the current situation in terms of training, the gaps in knowledge, etc. Start with a series of questions to understand the current situation and to also understand what is the goal of the training itself. This influences a huge amount of decisions later in the process. One very common question is, what is the point of the training? Why are we doing it? What types of behavioral change is desired? Will training actually help? This phase should be a full audit of the audience, business goals, training methods used, media types used, etc. Once this is done, you can generate a training plan that addresses who, when, what, where, why, and how. The core of your training program will be how can we improve the situation and achieve business goals through training. You will use this question as the foundation for the rest of the process. You should come out with an analysis of training needs and a training plan. So I think you got an idea of what the step 1 analysis is all about, right? Step 2. Step 2 I said D stands for design. With your training plan done, you then go to the design phase. This is where you take all the learnings of the previous phase and use it to make practical decisions. This includes a strategy, delivery methods, structure, duration, assessment, and a feedback. The next step is to storyboard your ideas and create a prototype. You are creating a blueprint for all your courses, okay? And by making a prototype, you can quickly communicate with other stakeholders the value of the training. An initial testing phase of the prototype is always a good idea. This is a sanity check that is carried out prior to moving too far forward, So you should come out with an overview of the course design and the storyboards and prototypes. Okay. After that, let's quickly go to step 3. That's a development. At this stage, you can begin to create the courses. You will be heavily guided by the prototypes, storyboards at this point. Each element of the course should be developed to match the design phase. The core of the content has already been decided, right? All you need to add is a level of detail and polish to the courses. This is done by developing graphics, choosing colors, and deciding on fonts. To some, this may seem trivial, but it has a huge bearing on how engaging the course content is. The careful selection of these elements allows you to present the course in a manner that will appeal to the audience. The development process should be iterative. Once you have created a course, you should test it to ensure there are no basic errors in, let's say, grammar, syntax, spelling, etc. Testing should also look at the mechanics of the course. A key consideration at this stage is navigation. The vast majority of the problems that learners encounter are related to how the course was built in the authoring tool. The frustrating thing is that it can often be very simple that the instructional designer misses because they did not test the course. Testing the course is not flicking through it, okay? It is a systematic check on the accuracy of the content and the utility of the navigation. Can a learner progress in the way I designed, even if they make unexpected decisions? Building upon that should be a check on the flow of the content. It is engaging, or what is the length, etc. So you should come out with the course content in this step. Now quickly moving to step 4, I for implementation. Once you have completed your courses and you are satisfied that they are fully tested, it's time to share them with the learner. The decisions made in the design phase will influence how this is actually carried out. In the majority of cases, the courses are uploaded to an LMS and the delivery options are set up who are enrolled. How much time are they given, pass marks for the assessments, and the collection of the feedback. So, the delivery, tracking, and reporting all are handled and taken care by the LMS. The instructional designer should monitor the situation for any teething issues. One of the best was to prevent against any problems in the implementation phase is to conduct a pilot of course before unleashing the content on the entire group. So, you should come out with your courses are live in the LMS and learners can start to take and complete the courses. And then is the step 5, the evaluation process. ADDIE's main goal is to provide a structured method of creating training programs. It is also, however, a powerful model for improving the way in which future iterations are created. Getting feedback on every aspect of the courses is really important so that you can improve and revise the content. What to focus on? Did we meet the goals as set out in the analysis phase? Then take feedback and place back in the analysis phase. Identify other training requirements and possible change in media types or approach. A great way to get feedback is to ask learners to complete surveys at the end of their course. This can be done within the course using your authoring tool or by the LMS. Create questions specific to the points points also encourage learners to give feedback in a free text box, so that they are aware of any gaps and you are aware of any gaps you may not even have thought of. So you should at this stage come out with an evaluation report and actionable changes for the current or let's say the future courses. So guys, this was my version of the ADDIE model along with some research that I have done on the internet. I hope I have been able to add a little about the thing, and well, see you soon in my next video. Take care.